Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Amateur Dueling Dealers of Comic Art. This is our 30th amateur bout, the XXX bout of the amateur bout. And, this would be the night, if any night, where those bots come back. And let's hope that doesn't happen, because it shouldn't. That's not the audience we're trying to attract here. We've got lots of art for sale. And tonight, we're featuring one veteran of the amateur octagon, marauding Matt Ditullio against newcomer Carl Choi. For those new to the show, the format is simple. Structured like a prize fight. Two original comic art collectors will compete for your hard-earned cash, presenting comic art for sale that is either new to the market or priced to compel. The seller with the most sales by the end of the show is crowned tonight's champion. During our show, there will be 12 rounds of art for sale. Rounds 1 through 4 are priced $2,500 or less. 5 through 7 are priced $4,000 or less. Rounds 8 through 10 are priced $6,000 or less. And rounds 11 and 12, anything goes. Yes, this is a doozy of a show, ladies and gentlemen. Both sellers will be given 90 seconds per round to present their art for sale in rounds 1 through 10 and 2 minutes in rounds 11 and 12. Viewers are encouraged to be a part of the show by engaging in friendly conversation in the YouTube chat. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single show on the Comic Art Live channel. And believe it or not, everybody, we hit 6,000 subscribers sometime this afternoon. Claim an artwork you want to buy this evening. Type your claim in the chat in the following format. Claim 1B-Matt or claim 3B-Carl. In other words, the word claim followed by the round number and the letter A or B, a dash, and the seller's first name. Each time a seller presents an artwork for sale, the exact claim phrase will be on the screen just above the art description. Try to claim an artwork during the seller's round, but if you miss that window, you can claim the artwork at any time during the rest of the show. You'll be given one last chance to claim any unsold artwork during the Ragnarok recap, where the sellers are more open to wheel and deal if the duel is indeed a close one. Since this is the internet, there can be technical issues. We all know that. When several people try to claim the same artwork at the same time, your browser, or your chat in the same order that we see it here in the studio, our view of the chat is ordered properly. We will make the decision for whom has claimed the artwork. During a seller's round, you are allowed to make an offer to that seller. However, the seller is not required to respond, reply, acknowledge, or accept your offer. Be courteous and only message sellers who are currently presenting their artworks for sale. After the show, be sure to contact either of our sellers if you claimed any of their artworks. Let them know which artworks you've claimed. Please include your mailing address and, of course, your YouTube or Facebook handle. Let's get ready to wheel and deal!
What's up, Cat family? My name is Carl the Catman Hart. I'm the third member of the Hart Foundation, the only one that doesn't wear pink. I just want to thank Mr. Bill McMahon for having me tonight. I'm going to take you down, Mr. Matthew, and I'm going to bring art by artists not named Simone. You got it.
That's amazing.
And then I need to up my cosplay game. That's the
He's already got his Carl sunglasses. They're already trying to be claimed by 3 or 4 people. Amazing.
Exactly.
That's
Well, I even got worked up during that intro. I was out of breath there by the end. I needed that minute to recover. But yeah, I think we're gonna have a fun show tonight, aren't we?
I like it.
That'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, Jerry, that is what that is. Not a lot of people know what one of those is.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the type of rifle that I have.
Okay. Very nice. Well, Gary's got a background in armory of some kind. So we know how this whole thing is played. Kaiser's already throwing odds in the chat, but we do.
I'm already the underdog here.
Dude, I am so nervous going into this. I'm like going up against a pro dealer.
No, you're gonna do fine.
I am definitely
struggling along with the rest of us.
Well,
I think one thing though that I think goes unnoticed that we have to talk about is that Bill has not recorded the intro. The intro is off the cuff, every time, and it gets better and better.
I did do it one time. Everybody hated it. I recorded one. I don't even remember when I did it or why I did it, but I remember Jason D'Ambrosio gave me so much crap that I refused to ever record one again.
That's it.
And it's always been better for that, right? I mean, because then I can make mistakes and everything. But yeah, I don't remember. That was a long time ago. But it's fun, you know. I mean, that's why we recreate the intro video all the time. We want to keep it a little spontaneous. I literally make those the day of the show. So, I don't know what I was going to do with Carl's bits and pieces that I had, but we made an intro out of it, and that's what it.
Yeah, it's better live. I think it's kind of like when the announcer before a fight, they say the same thing each time, but just having it live just adds so much.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely gives it. I love it.
Yes, indeed. Now that we do have a wrinkle, and Carl, newcomer Carl has introduced the wrinkle for the artworks that he's showing tonight. So I'll go ahead and just show that slide, Carl, and you can just go over, summarize what the BBB plan is for this evening. Here, let me get there. We go.
Yeah, I'm trying something really different. Obviously, Carl the Cathman Hart, the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be. So BBB it also stands for Buy Both Bonus. I've noticed the last few weeks as I've been kind of looking at the Dueling dealers, everyone kind of waits till the end. So I wanted to give some incentives for collectors to buy earlier. And I want to introduce some of the new artists that I'm passionate about in the process. And then I'll have free shipping, 2 more items. So basically, if you participate in the BBB, you'll get free shipping. And then I'll take cash, crypto, credit cards. But goods and services will be 4%. Time payments are totally okay. And then with combos at the end, at the recap, like anything goes. So if you want to throw in like 2 of the BBBs and whatever else, we could just work it out. And, and that pretty much recaps it. But at the end of the day, I'm a collector first. And so everything that I sell tonight is going towards a grail that I have my eyes on. And so I'll thank each of you guys in advance for helping me get my grail. And yes, cash at SDCC is okay as well, Marcus. Or at Heroes Con next week. I'll be there.
I saw that.
Yeah, I could deliver for you as well. There's a couple of guys who reached out earlier, and it just happens. I travel a lot for work. And so I'm going to be in a few of the cities that these folks reside in. And I told them I would hand deliver the art as well.
Very cool. Now, Matt, are you going to be at Heroes?
I'm not. It's my cousin's wedding, and I'm in the wedding, so I can't not go to that. But I'll just ship it to you for free, or I can give it to somebody that's going to go. Whatever we need to work out, we'll make happen.
Okay. And you want to, since Carl got to say what his payment methods were, what forms of payment?
Whatever works best. Check, Zelle, PayPal. Whatever. However we need to work it out, cash. I'll make whatever work.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, that works for me. And as you know, everybody, we always like package deals. I think both guys take them. Time payments, how do you guys handle that? You good with that, depending on what the final price is on something?
Yeah, as long as the final price is, I'm not going to give somebody time payments on something that's, $500, but if it's, reasonable and they want to do it, it's no problem. We'll make it work.
All right.
I'm totally fine. Time payments work.
All right. All right, so what I'll do with Carl is every time his round is to start, I will show the BBB piece first, and I'll let Carl, just read the title on it before we actually start his round, with the timer and the 2 pieces from that, just so you know what's in the, what the BBB piece is for that. So, coin flip time, guys. Let's see. Now, I have to tell you, man, I left. I didn't go with the Ditullio logo. I should have. I always think Winter Soldier, Matt. Whenever I think about it,
it's no problem.
Well, I wanted to, but that's on your slide. But on the coin flip, I did put it on there. I just have to tell you that. So here, let's take a look at it. It's in slow motion this time.
There you go. Ditullio logo.
There you go.
It's still went to 24/7. See, for whatever reason with this thing, you click it once, it goes slow. You click it the second time, it looks like a real coin the second time. But anyway, it was already Carl's. I just was illustrating the lack of consistency and the speed of this darn thing. So, Carl, do you want to go first, or do you want to go? You want Matt to go first?
I'll go second.
You'll go second. Okay.
The BBB is now turning into BBC, which is now turning into a bunch of.
Yes.
It's a party.
It's rolling. Yeah.
All right. So again, we have 12 rounds tonight, everybody. A couple extra rounds, more than usual, but it's going to be fun. So Matt, you get to start us off.
Sure.
And here is your round 1A piece to get us going.
So as Carl said, I will be offering art from people named Simone. So I wanted to start off with a really, really beautiful black cat headshot with, background. Simone literally made the background a black cat. There's buildings all through the back cityscape. Just really a stunning piece. He's just trying more new techniques each time. I really love, the stuff he's putting together, putting more detail in. So I thought I'd start off with, one of my artists and bring, just a little bit of a door opener piece, somebody that might be looking, and she's absolutely beautiful. He loves drawing females. So I thought it was a really cool piece to start off with. 9x12. Just Simone in all of his glory here, to be honest with you. I really love it. And then the second one is a Jim Chung Spider-Man 9x12 headshot with some black background. You don't get to see a ton of Jim's work these days. I was able to see him at Como, pick up a couple pieces that I had purchased from his website and pick up in person. I got to talk to him for the first time, which was really cool. He's a great guy. Super, super talented artist, to be honest with you. I wish he did way more stuff because I'm just very passionate about his art. I think it's super unique. So I wanted to also put a piece of his art that I was able to pick up at Como on the show.
That's a good pair of artworks to start us off.
Yep.
Right. So there is the bell. All right. There we go. First two pieces out for all of you. I know that lots of people like to take notes while we're playing this game. So, Carl, it's over to you, my friend. So let's show the BBB piece that goes with this round. If the same buyer buys both pieces, they would get this along with those two pieces.
Yep, by Brian Ching. He's a great artist. Comes from the world of Top Cow. So he was on Witchblade for a long time, and then most recently about 10 years on Star Wars. And so he's, I'm happy to say he's working with us at 24/7 Comics on the book as well. And so I want to kind of share his art with the community. And so that's the BBB for this round, if you buy both.
All right, very good. So let's show Carl's first piece. And
so 1A, it's 11x14, Juan Gideon. I call this the Dark Knight Tank Attack. And it's asking 350. He is an OG founding artist from our favorite Jigga Cruz's Nick's comic art. And he's now currently at Sandstorm Comics with Kim Jacinto as his best man. And it's his site. Pretty much everything there actually, there's Juan Gideon. Sorry, he's the creator of the DC Jurassic League, cover artist for the new Dick Tracy #1, and also did Marvel Zombies. And so he's also done short stories for like Spider-Man, Cable, Domino, Ms. Marvel, and yeah, this was actually one of my top inquiry pieces on Comic Art Live. So this is 11/14.
Very nice, love it.
Ooh,
the second one is Shogun Batman. It's a 9x12 by actually the Luigi, what I was talking about earlier. He's Jiggy Cruz's Nick's comic art, OG artist, Kim Jacinto's best man. Currently works for Sandstorm Comics. Before that, he was over at Atlantic Press's Rags zombie book. And then, being Shogun being like a big hit right now, I think this would be a great addition to any Bat fan. And I'm asking $350 for this. So for both of them, if you buy those two, you also get this Brian Ching 6x9 card as well, with kind of a Kira homage.
Very nice. A making.
The piece there reminds me of that. There was like a DC animated film they did where they were like all Shogun stuff. I don't know if you ever watched that one. It's really cool.
Yeah, that one's awesome. That's kind of what inspired me to grab this piece.
Yeah, it's really dope.
Yeah.
All right. Well, round one is in the books, and we're gonna move over to round two here. So Matt, you start us off.
Yep. So some Demio's good, more Demio's better. Offered a headshot. I also wanted to offer a torso. So this is a torso of Wanda, Scarlet Witch. Beautiful example of Simone's sponging technique up through over here. and in back through the cape with a little star background. And then this piece also comes with the pencils. He did a pencil layout before. So I really love, like I said, his version of drawing females. They're very soft, very beautiful. This is a super, super slick piece. Really nice. And this is exactly what he's charging now for torsos. So I wanted to offer it up on the show. I think it's beautiful. And it comes with the original pencils on the back as well.
That's cool.
Does he light box from the?
Yep. So sometimes he'll do a digital and then do like a printer, but then sometimes he'll do a pencil and then light box and then do the sponge technique and the inking over it. It's 9x12, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love the movement in her cape. Second piece I have here is a Mark Bagley Symbiote Spider-Man full figure. It's just under 9x12. It's 8.5 by 11, and it's all Bagley. This piece is absolutely sick. I've had this one for, I think like 6 or 8 months now, and I really enjoy it. It was something I was considering keeping, but with some bills and the wedding and everything coming up, I decided I'm not a humongous Spider-Man collector, but he's really awesome. He's one of the classics, but I just thought, Bagley, Spider-Man, some of the stuff that, is getting charged now for his work is really crazy. So figured I'd put it on the show. I think it's a very cool piece.
No sale. No problem. I'll sell it next week on the website, guys.
When you made that, you didn't have a website, Matt. But now
that's the irony now. That's very true.
It's a nice website too. You did.
Thank you. I tried. It's got some work to go, but we're working on it.
Yeah. Hey, you got to start somewhere. So it looks good. We got to get that crawl at some point.
Spider, exactly. Yeah, Human Spider. Yeah, at conventions now he's charging like $1,000 plus for 8.5, torsos. He's gotten crazy, but I mean his work's beautiful and he's a legend, so deserves it.
So true. All right, Carl. Round 2 over to you, and let's see. The BBB for round 2 for you is a Mateo Scalera Wolverine.
Ooh, beautiful.
It's huge too. It's like 11 by 17. Obviously, this was like acquired early on, and so the current value of like his head sketches are like $650. So I just kind of priced the MSRP at $650. But I felt like him being one of my favorite artists, it'd be great for a collector to be part of this. And it's also in theme. So each of my rounds have a theme, and so for this round, it's basically Deadpool and Wolverine. And so my first piece, it's going to be from Sean Chen and Chris Claremont's last collaboration on X-Men: The End. And so Cassandra Nova looks like from the trailer is going to be the big bad of the series, of the movie. And then I just thought it'd be appropriate to add her to the theme. And if you're not familiar with it, this was like a pretty big crossover with Chris Claremont writing about kind of like X-Men in the future. And then Sean Chen was the artist for it. And Sean's been a great collaborator, so I want to showcase some of his art here as well.
Yes, we all love Sean here on the channel, and especially on the Dueling Dealers show. I can tell you that.
Yeah, we got to bring him around more. And then the other one is round 2B is a DPS, is a big one. This is actually, obviously everyone's excited about the Deadpool movie, so I thought this was super appropriate as well. I'm not 100% sure if it's published or not, but I bought from Tatiana some years ago, and it's a huge DPS. It's in pencils by Alex Conant. And so for me, originally when I bought this, I want to hang it above my toilet. So I thought it was like the best piece to be in the bathroom. But I didn't realize our guest bathroom, the wall kind of slants, and so like the frame would have been too big for it. And so ever since then, it's just been kind of sitting. So would love to have someone actually fulfill my dream of hitting the toilet.
Well, we know Jordan
always makes sense.
Send me a picture if you do.
He has a lot of art hanging in his bathroom, as we know. That would fit perfectly there. But yeah, I have a Powerpuff Girls cover in my lavatory here in the office. So yeah, you never know.
You never know.
All right. Well, we got round 2 of the books. The ice has still not been broken. And we actually have memes for both of you guys about ice breaking.
I was going to say, I did a breaking the ice meme. Somebody's got to buy something.
Well, we got 10 more rounds to go. Plenty of time for people to oh, yeah. Jordan says his bathroom museum is full.
Oh, no.
There were a lot of pieces hanging in there, Jordan. Yes, exactly. All right, so round 3, Matt, over to you, and let's see what you got here.
Oh, okay. So this piece is really awesome. Stephen Platt, Gambit, obviously the X-Men 97 cartoon, super dope. I mean, if you haven't watched it yet, I would really advocate for it. Super great show. Gambit, one of the star characters of the show, in my opinion. I love that Steven's back doing conventions, doing some really great work. I actually was next to him in Cleveland and a little bit of a smaller show, and I was able to pick this piece up. I really love it. He knocked it out of the park. The details are really great. He's charging $1,000 for these things now, so I wanted to keep it as close to cost as possible to move. And I did ask him, and he said there's no background behind A7. He just picked those 2 cards because that's what he felt like drawing. I don't know if that was his favorite poker hand or something like that, but it's not. And so that's the Platt. The next one, Bill, have we ever had a Moebius on the show?
I don't think we have. Or, well, you know what? I swear, maybe like Albert might have brought one way back when. But
okay, so this is a the paper itself is 8.5 by 11. The art is 4.75 by 7.5. This is from a published series of like caricature. It's like a satire book that Moebius did about napping. It was called In Praise of the Nap, and I love to nap. So I was able to upgrade a Moebius piece for myself. So I wanted to pass this one along. And Viva la Siesta, Long Live the Nap. It's an amazing Moebius illustration, and I just thought I'd put it on the show. It was done in 91 and then published in 92. It is published in the book or In Praise of the Nap is what it's called.
Well, there was a lot of praise with the idea of the bathroom art. I don't know if you guys saw that. Brian,
I did.
On my bathroom and lavatory, Marcus asked if it was drawn on 2-ply Bristol, and I wanted to know if the bathroom was flush with art or not. So yeah, thank you guys.
That needs to be a theme in itself. Bathroom art, dueling dealers.
Future memes coming in, and then when you asked about Moebius, Marcus said no, only Morbius. So yeah, there's a meme. All right, so round 3, over to you, Carl. And
all right.
Let's see here. First up is the BBB for this round.
The BBB for this round is a published page from New Avengers 51 by Billy Tan. It's a full splash. It's one of my early acquisitions, and I just felt like this was very appropriate because the theme for round 3 is Death of Doctor Strange. I actually am a huge collector of complete issues, and this is the first time where I'm actually breaking up a couple of the issues. So Death of Doctor Strange number 4, decided to bring a couple of splashes. Recently, I ended up getting an offer I couldn't refuse and sold a couple of splashes from it. And so this will be round 3A. This is the splash where, Lee Garbett, the artist, he's done stuff for Venom, Thor, most recently Uncanny Spider-Man. In fact, when he told me he was working on this, he said this was his audition for an X-Men book. And then next thing you know, he was on Uncanny Spider-Man. So I thought it was a big success for him. So kind of the story, if you don't know, this is when Doctor Strange was approaching the warlords who are spread all over the earth and trying to figure out how to save the earth from the big bad. And this was a key issue because this is just a few pages before they figure out who actually killed Doctor Strange. And this splash in itself was actually held back from the previews because it was a big spoiler. And so if you know kind of what happened, some of the guy who killed him was in the foreground. And so there's a big clue here. So this I thought was a big moment. And then the second one is this is 3B. This is also a splash at 1350. He's walking with Bats, the ghost dog, and this is kind of like a moment right off the end credits of Multiverse of Madness, where he's walking down New York streets, except this time he's just having a conversation with Bats. And recently a splash sold for around $1,500, so I want to kind of put this out there for a good price for collectors here as well.
And
look at the ears on the dog.
Yeah, so fun, and it's a ghost. So if you look at the visual, the colors, it was really cool how.
Yeah, he looks like a hologram kind of, which is really
exactly
cool on the published page.
Very, very cool. It's tough to.
Get up, tag me, get up. No. Brett.
The agony. Oh man. All right. Well, we got 3 in the books now.
Yeah,
Goose says that Brett won.
I won that match.
Yeah, Brett. Did he? I don't know.
It's Stingray wanted to know what the price of Carl's 3A was. That was $1,200 on that splash
Yep,
page.
1,200.
Stingray.
And feel free to make offers for both of them, and you can still get the BBB.
There you go. You just got to get both pieces in the round.
Sharpshooter. My brother's 10 years older than me, and he put me in the sharpshooter probably 200 times. I mean, I just got beat up. It was, I mean.
Oh man, I used to love playing wrestling we used to jump off the second story of my cousin's house.
That's what you do when you're kids. It was amazing.
I just missed the wrestling era, so I don't know what that move is, but probably I wouldn't like it.
Got together with your friends. It was either the sharpshooter, the figure 4. You would spear somebody. I mean, it was a miracle we all made it because we weren't faking it when we were kids. We were actually trying.
Superfly is my favorite, Rick. Me too.
All right, moving on to round 4. Matt, you start us off, and we've got something from Freddie.
Okay, yeah. For any of the Marvel card guys that are around, this is a Doctor Doom. It is not a published card, but it's a Doctor Doom. I'm shipping it for this price, fully framed. It's sorry for the glare, but it's in museum quality glass. It's 11 by 17, and this was before he started working on Marvel Unbound. So Fred did, a couple of headshots before warming up, and now he's a big superstar artist for Upper Deck. He does Marvel Unbound, which means a card comes out every week, and it releases on EPAC or physical, whatever it is. And he's signed a long-term deal with Upper Deck. He does amazing work. I was able to pick up this Doom. I'm a big Doom fan, but I have a ton of Dr. Doom pieces, so I figured I'd bring this one to show. Absolutely stunning. And then I see Carl's Doctor Strange and also do a Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange by Chris Bachalo. It's from issue number 18, page 6. It's got some amazing work here. Bachalo's style is just so unique. I love up over here, the monster with the tentacles kind of going off the page. It's got Doctor Strange or Jane Foster Thor in every single panel. Really, really just an absolutely beautiful page. Like I said, I just love this. Wait, why can't I get it over here? I have my camera flipped. I just love the monster up at the top. It's one of my favorite parts. Doctor Strange is cool, but I just love Bacharlo's work on this page, so figured I'd bring it to the show.
That's great. I love Fred's paintings as well. That's a nice piece. BBB4, what do we got here? It looks like a monster dinosaur.
Yeah, so the theme for this next round is robots and monsters. So I have this dinosaur pinup by Maria Wolf. And so if you guys don't know, she's been doing a ton of variant covers. I was introduced to her by Daniel Warren Johnson, who is also a local Chicago artist, and she has been kicking butt. So if you haven't checked out her art yet, definitely give it a shot. And I think when you see the details in person, you'll really love it. Jacob, it's buy both bonus. That's what BBB stands for. So if you buy both from a particular round, you get that one for free thrown in. So okay, so we'll go right into round 4A. This is a Godzilla book plate. This thing is freaking awesome. So I don't know if you guys can see the detail, but
hey Jacob, what's up?
Yeah, Adam Gorham, he did amazing book plate because he was able to write and draw Ghidorah versus Godzilla, and it was a 40-page monster book, and he basically sold me this as well because it's such a beautiful piece. And so lots of tones here, some whiteouts, but he did a great job on this. So definitely search up Adam Gorham and see what he's done with Godzilla. So that's one there. And then 4B is a cover by Miko Swanyan, and it's basically for Iron Man 2020, which made his first appearance in 1984's Machine Man during Barry Windsor Smith's run. And 36 years later, he got his own book. And so this was a masterful cover by Miko and also part of Nick's comic art. And so if you buy these two, you also get this BBB as well.
Not too bad. So you are a giant monster and giant robot fan, then I take it.
Exactly. So I wanted to just build a theme for each of the rounds. And so these two I felt kind of went together. So I could totally imagine this giant robot fighting Godzilla at the same time. so well together.
I can see it. I can definitely see it. And Jason says that's cheap for Miko.
Yeah, his work is so good. This cover is like how he gets all those grays and is still able to have all the detail. I mean, this piece is crazy. The
it's super cool because Iron
Man.
Man 2020 is just flying towards this giant robot, so you're kind of seeing the perspective.
Yeah, it's an amazing piece.
Definitely. No, Miko's a pretty cool guy. I've gotten to meet him a couple times, and he's always fun. He doesn't like he remember when we had him on that solo show and we tried selling some of his Aquaman covers.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think it was the only time he was disappointed in anything that we've done together, except for that moment.
That like Aquaman wasn't like a number one collected character, like blew his mind.
Yes, exactly. But all right, round 5, and it's over to you, Matt. So let me see here. What do we got? We have a Frank Cho piece.
Okay, so Frank Cho, Harley Quinn. That's some good mallet. 9x12 by Frank in all of his glory here. I mean, look at the detail in her costume. This was also done at Cleveland. I sat right in between Frank and Platt. And this was scanned and sent over to Frank, and I cannot 100% guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure it's in his new More Outrage book. If it happens to be, and later it gets published, great, but I'm not selling it as a published piece. But this piece is absolutely stunning, and considering what his blank covers are selling for now, $4,000 on some crazy, on Nerdcrawler for some crazy numbers, this is a really reasonable piece for a beautiful Frank Cho Harley Quinn. And then this one is super cool. I'm not even a big Batman fan personally. I know that throws a lot of people, but I love the Dark Knight movies. I mean, Batman's awesome, but the Dark Knight movies were just such great cinema. This is 11x17. Bill Sienkiewicz, Warner Brothers reached out to him, asked him to do some, designs, things like that with the armor. I'm not sure if this piece was published. I'm not selling it that way, but Bill Sienkiewicz in all of his glory here, 11x17 with all the splatters, just an amazing piece of art. And it was done in 2008.
That is very nice. Did you get to say hi to him at Lake Como?
I did. We were directly across from him. He's the best. I love that Bill. He's just such a unique guy, man. Such a unique. And watching him draw is it's like the best thing ever. It's just like wizardry. It's absolutely crazy.
No sale for you. No sale for you. No sale.
Here's my Bill Man outfit.
You should wear a suit more often.
That was one of the first ever memes that we did. I don't know why I decided to dress up like that, but yeah, I did. I guess I was trying to look like a proper game show host in some way. But yeah, we've abandoned that concept clearly. T-shirt and denim shirts. All right, so
Carl got an offer in the chat from James.
Oh, sorry. James Neal on the 1A. The 1A from Carl. That was the Tank Attack, that Dark Knight Tank Attack piece.
Yep,
And,
I'll take it.
All right. Well, there you go. It was originally $350, and James has picked it up for $300.
Well done.
Nice.
Yeah, hey. Let's pick it. All right, stop. Collaborate and I sit back my brand new invention.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I went to an event the other day, and I came back in a suit, and so I was like, I should just record some stuff now. Worked out. Thanks,
Yes.
James.
Yes, thank you very much, James. We
Well done.
appreciate it. All right, so the BBB for this round.
All right, so this round is going to be a cosmic round, 9x12 gladiator headshot. I brought this out because of X-Men. It was cool seeing X-Men 97, him showing up, and Sean, I've been a huge fan of as always, and now current collaborator. But the theme for this round is I love big cosmic art, and I cannot lie. So I'm about to back up for some of these. So for this first
That
one,
big.
He's backing up.
Are you ready? All right,
You're
this
ready.
one,
Oh my God.
huge. So it's 4 11x17 pieces taped together in the back. He couldn't tape the top part because you wouldn't be able to fold it. But basically, if you guys haven't heard of Wellington Owls, He's the artist of Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy. He had like the biggest run on Nova, Annihilation. And in fact, when I jumped deep into this whole like cosmic Marvel collecting, he was the guy's name. He was a name that kept coming up. So I had to reach out to him and see what he was up to. And around this time, it was also when Felix was promoting his whole like wall power. So I was like, hey, can you do me a wall power? And then he's like, how big? And I was like, well, what can I get for this? And he's like, I could do 4 of these. And so he did it. And so I got, Eternity, basically all the guys that matter. Galactus, the Thor in his new costume, as well as Nova in the front, Cosmic Ghost Rider. So yeah, my hope is, and as you guys can tell, my wall is already full. And so when I got this, I was like, damn it, I can't really hang this up. So I really hope someone, grabs this and actually frame it and hang it. I would love to see a picture of that. Okay, and then the second one is kind of crazy too. So the second one's going to come in 3 pieces. And so Giorgio Camolo, he's known for a lot of his Galactus works, but I saw him do a recreation of a cover, and I want to do something with Infinity Gauntlet. And so this round is going to, for 5B, is going to come with his pencils, inks, and colors. And believe it or not, I guess from his daughter who manages his work, he's one of the few people who does not even own a PC or a tablet. So everything here was done traditionally. And so this color, I guess the way he explained it was he's totally against digital. His technique is that he paints the whole drawing in gray tones, and then he colors the waterline, which is water-based. And so I'm asking 25 for all 3 pieces.
I'm a huge fan of Giorgio's work. I've got it on my wall as well.
Yeah. The detail is crazy on both of those pieces, actually. Not Giorgio's, but the first one too. I mean, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Wild. I didn't bring anything that big. I don't even own. I don't have anything.
Yeah, that's you got to have a big. Well, like you said, it's got to go on the wall. Who said it was like it was more than wall power? It was wallpaper because it was so huge. But
It is kind of like
I
wallpaper.
have a very large bathroom for that piece.
ceiling.
Yeah,
I think that's a public bathroom at that point. It's like the men's room at a park. Frame it.
All right, moving on to round 6, and it's back over to you, Matt. And
Okay.
Let's see here. Your 6A is a color piece. So let's see. What do we got?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
So this is Dark Phoenix, fully painted, commission by Addy, 11 by 17, edge to edge, with Jean in the front. Dark Phoenix, Jean as Dark Phoenix with the Phoenix in the back. This piece is done with acrylic watercolors, so mixed media, little bit touches of acrylics throughout it, but this is just Addy doing just an amazing job. I'm just such a huge fan of his work. I have a lot of grant offs, so I figured this was something that I could maybe part with. He did feature it on his Instagram. I love, if you don't follow him on Instagram or Facebook. He posts like Carl was saying, he doesn't do anything digital. He does a lot of techniques all the way through. So you get to see the underpainting and all the stuff to, how it gets to here. It's just a really amazing piece. And I think he embodied her perfect. So it's a really beautiful painting by Eddie.
Agreed.
And then Doctor Strange 18, page 3. This is by Baccialo. Absolutely beautiful piece, which is also a back cover. For the hardcover of the Doctor Strange graphic. So I don't have a copy of the book, unfortunately. I was trying to find one to be able to ship to the buyer, whoever bought one. But I really, really just love this top panel here, this top big splash. Absolutely stunning. Doctor Strange in every single panel. Or Lady Thor, but really just Baccialo flexing his muscles. I love the deep inks too. Just really awesome from Chris.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Wow. Yeah, you guys are bringing the heat tonight.
Maybe got back cover.
So that looked pretty good last round. What do you think, Black Bolt? Guy never gives me any feedback.
I don't know if I've ever seen you without a hat on, Matt.
It's unless I'm at my work, I always wear a hat.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Well, you were doing your best Tony Stark right there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So round 6 now. Over to you, Carl.
Right.
So let's see what the BBB piece was for that.
The BBB piece is The Dark Knight Wins. It's a large 11 by 17 piece, and Raphael Albuquerque. He's done like Batman Black and White, has his own run, All Star Batman, Batgirl, Detective Comics. So any Batman fan should have an Albuquerque in his collection, and so this will be free, the BBB, for this next round, which I couldn't come to a Simone fight without Simone in my.
There you go.
So the theme here is 2 pages and obviously Matt, you're gonna have to help me sell these as well. So these are both from issue 3. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely going on like a major pivot on my collection, and I'm going after some of the grails now. So even some of these pages I really love. Obviously, I have a full issue from Simone, so I have to kind of even clear out. So I hate to like let these go, but I love these pages. Hopefully, someone can really appreciate them as well. This one is the big bad of the series. Antagonist named Shush. And these guys have been like flying off the shelf. I've seen Matt post about them all the time, and so hopefully someone can appreciate and grab one of these. Obviously, price competitively. I did some research, Matt, to make sure I don't underprice it in any way. And so, that's number 1. The second one is a opening page. So if you were to look at it, it's the first page in issue 3, and basically it's the Batcave. If you look a little closer. Simone is probably one of my top artists right now, and this is a whole father and son relationship. And one of the fun parts about this is you kind of see beyond just them in costume. So there's a lot of the story where Robin is actually like acting like a son, and so it's really cool just to see Damian and Bruce interact. And so this is in the Batcave with Simone, which I thought was one of the better Batcaves I've seen out there, and obviously a dinosaur. Not sure how many times he's drawn that.
Yeah, I mean, first off, 2 amazing pages. One has as Carl said, the main villain of the story, and then the other one's an opening page. And he has them priced really reasonable to market because, guys, the stuff from the early Batman and Robin issues, it's gone. You won't see them again. They're going to either come out of, I think I have 2 DPSs and 1 regular page left from his entire Batman and Robin run up until current, and he is not drawing Batman and Robin anymore. So the pages that are out there, and that's it. So I would definitely invest in the pages. I mean, Carl just brought 2 amazing pages of Simone's work. So if you're looking for a Batman and Robin page, you're not going to find any more that are going to be out there in the wild. So it's a great place to see them.
Thanks, Matt. Matt knows how to sell it. But for me, I actually brought the full issue to OAX, and I remember working hard to convert fans because so many people actually didn't believe that Simone worked in traditional.
They think he's all digital.
Exactly. And so, but when they got to watch him work, they got to flip through my complete issue. Man, I just want more of his work out there.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I agree. I love Simone's work too. He's got I'm a Marvel guy though, Matt.
Well, I saw Jason in the chat. Like, is he ever going to draw something from Marvel? Jason, you don't think that I want him to draw for Marvel? When he starts drawing for Marvel, I'm going to be or if he ever starts, I don't know. I'd be poor. I wouldn't have any money at all. So it's actually like okay that he's not, but I wish he would because he would do some awesome stuff like him on Miles or on something, But he does an amazing Batman and Robin, and he's working on a Green Lantern project right now. So really cool.
All right, we got 2 color pieces coming to round 7 here from Matt. Let's see what we got first.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So, Stingray. He's not though. It's all traditional actually. Okay, guys, you just don't see art for sale from Ben Oliver too often. He was supposed to be at Como. He couldn't make it. His computer died. He lost a bunch of files. He had to go back and do some work that was due. So with that being said, I was able to pick some stuff up from his agent, work a little bit of a deal because I had a commission coming my way. And I don't collect DC, but I have to tell you, this piece in person is absolutely crazy. How he got the scarring on the cheek. I love the line work and the pencil inside the vest and the tie. the hair. I just think this piece it's actually just beautiful art. It's beautiful art. Ben is extremely talented, and it was just too good for me to pass up. Next one, this is vintage. So we have from 07, 08, Gabriele, just one of the most amazing painters in the whole world. Spider-Man versus Magneto, 9x12 with full shrapnel going around. You get 2 figures. Guys, he's charging, $1,800 now for a black paper single figure commission. You're not going to find a piece from Gabriele painted like this at this quality for any cheaper. An absolutely beautiful piece. Wanted to bring it to the show and see if anybody wanted to take this one off my hands. As I was able to get a new Spider-Man piece from Gab. So was very happy and wanted to move this one for you.
That's fantastic. And there was an offer in the chat on your 1A as well. This was from TJ for $450, and you were priced at $500 on the Simone piece.
Yeah, I'll take TJ. Yes, I'll take it. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, Jarvis, would you like to break the ice?
I love that. I wanted to get my dogs involved, but they were being so lazy that day.
My fiance was a great cameraman because we did a lot of takes. There's another meme that has my dog in it. It took like 20 tries. It's just bizarre.
Next one.
Now, your dog does not chew with its mouth open quite like that. I did enhance the ice chewing with some sound effects that I found online. But yeah, that was awesome.
No, James, that's my dog Jarvis. He's Irish Wolfhound. So when everybody asks, take it out of the bag or why is the art in bags? I have 3 dogs, so I keep everything in bags for everyone. So there's no dog hair. But he's 6'6" on his back legs and he weighs 165 pounds. So he's
that's a monster.
Almost the bear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man. All right. So Carl, the BBB for round 7.
All right. So Black Cat. It's funny how one was just sold. But this is actually not Tradmore, but a kind of a Tradmore Junior, Mikael Melki, who actually comes from Sweden, and he is actually going to be at Heroes Con. And so I found him when I was actually looking for trad art. I was like, wow, is this him? And if you look at his ink works, is really clean, just like Trad's, and he was heavily inspired by him. And so I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram, but there's been a lot of like great work all around. So with that said, the theme for this round is trad. And so I brought 2 published pages from the all new Ghostwriter. And so one of them is this page where number 3, where Robbie Reyes, who's the new Ghostwriter, who drives a car, is having a conversation with his brother, and he's giving him the most hope ever, but he's having like a flashback of when they used to be picked on. And it's one of those heartwarming moments where Robbie has a flashback, but then he kind of keeps his brother's hope up, pushing him in a wheelchair as he's being called in by a teacher. So I always remember like Trad telling me about his works, not like he tried to not need words for his works. And so he keeps his lines super clean. And I thought this was a really good example, especially with Robbie Reyes everywhere. And then the second one is actually one of my favorite pages from the series. And when Trad is doing what Trad does best, is he throws these parties, right? And so there's tons of people, tons of crowds. There's a car, there's an iPhone that kind of breaks out of the page. And ultimately, it's this moment where this social media influencer is walking by, and all the people in the party are kind of like raving about her. And then she basically sees Robbie Reyes' car and be like, who is that? And just so you guys know, this is all brush. So if you don't own a trad page, these 2 are really great starters and have them priced very, very reasonably compared to what his stuff has been selling for these days.
That's
Oh, hey, maybe you could help me. Do you by chance know if the Ditullio gallery carries any art by artists other than artist named Simone? Oh, Carl the Calf Man? Oh, okay, I'll give him a call. Thank you.
That's all I got.
Yeah, the trash talking continues. You look rather debonair, man.
He had a nice ascot on, like very like profound, nice gallery in the
It was a hot
background.
day too.
Nice piano music in the background, though. That was well
Yeah,
done.
good work, Bill. That was awesome. The piano music took it to the next level.
Bill knows how to enhance the memes.
Yeah.
I definitely do. Now we have no cake break today, everybody. We're going to roll right past round 8 when it's done, just so everybody knows. No baking was done this evening, so we're at round 8 right now. So let's go ahead and get Matt's round 8 pieces up and on the board here. What do we got for 8A?
All right, so I've got a oversized full background headshot here. I am a sucker for horizontal art, so I've been asking Simone to do more horizontal pieces. This is a 13 by 19, fully painted in all acrylics. Betsy Psylocke, using her Psylocke, her psionic powers. Just the colors here, the contrast of the purples to the pinks. As you can see in the scan, literally the hair is drawn through with colored pencil. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. And it's on a little bit more of like a textured paper that he's been experimenting with, which I really love how the paint comes down. He's really able to get great skin tones with it. This is just a phenomenal piece of art. This one is a piece directly from Simone. So the price on it, it's kind of, where we need to be. It's not something that I own, but I wanted to have a beautiful piece that I was able to bring back and debut it on the show before I put it up on the website. And then I have a second Ben Oliver, 11 by 17, mixed media, airbrush paint. Just a really gritty Wolverine here. This piece is absolutely stunning. I love the brushing of the maroon around the outside of Wolverine's head. I love that the teeth are the canines are very sharp, looks very feral, and I love that he's in the classic costume. So amazing piece from Ben. You just don't see his stuff for sale very often. He debuted on the show before the site.
That's a nice pair of artworks, man. And it made the Simone piece, it almost made it look like canvas. I mean, I know what kind of paper that is. But
I don't know. He's been working on some different types of textured paper. Some have some more of a pulpy feel to it. Some are super clean. And he's been noticing that the acrylics are too slick on something super clean. So he wants something a little more textured, and it really allows him to get those layers in there and be able to develop the skin tone and stuff. And they've been turning out great. So even, he's been doing it for 30 years and he's still trying new techniques, trying new things, and just cranking out some amazing work.
Very, very nice. Carl, the BBB for round 8. What do we got?
All right, round 8. Okay, this is not one I want to give away, but
it's sweet.
It was just so appropriate. It's basically Jay Lee of Galactus and Cosmic Ghost Rider. And you'll see why when you see the other pieces, why this was appropriate. And I just thought, this is actually one of my first commissions all together. And currently he charges around $700 for the 2 figures. And so why that's the case and why it's the most appropriate is because I have one of the co-creators pieces, Jeff Shaw. I think he currently charges around $3,500 for commissions at this size and multiple characters. But this is actually one of the strongest ones I've seen from Shaw during the run of Thanos Wins. And, there's this whole world where, alternate reality when Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw came together and made this whole Mad Titan achieving his ultimate victory. And it was one of the favorite stories and kind of a good follow-up to all the Infinity Sagas. And Cosmic Ghost Rider has done amazingly well since. I think it's up to his 3rd series. And I know Thanos Wins is going to be some sort of amusement park ride for Disney. So that's one of them. And then the other one is DK Ron, and he is an Italian artist who has gone from Power Rangers to Shang-Chi to even Magic Order of Mike Miller. This is one of the larger ones, 12 by 18. I know if you want something like this on a commission, it's I think starting at 6,000. And but for those of you who are kind of fans of the Marvel Cosmic, this is one of those rare painted pieces by DK. And I think this appeals not just to comic art collectors, but it really transcends to comic art fans and casual fans alike. So I want to put this one out there as well at a price of $3,500. So if you buy both, you get this this guy, and you get the Jay Lee piece thrown in.
Now, DK's work is just insane. He is unbelievable. And like, if you wanted to try to get something like this from him, it'd be more money. And this piece is beautiful. I mean, the composition's really crazy to do the big profile with all the characters coming through the backside. I mean, I love that. I remember seeing that. You had that on your calf gallery, didn't you?
Yeah, for a while. Yeah.
It's a great piece.
That is, one hell of a round from both of you. All right, well, we're going to round 9. Round 9, going back to you, Matt. And
which one do I have? I don't have my spreadsheet.
Well, it's definitely Spider-Man, and it's a color piece.
Then I know what it is. That's why. Yeah, all right. I have a Clayton Crane Spider-Man. It's going to ship fully framed. I was able to pick this up from a local collector. He was selling some things he didn't want to part ways with because his daughter is getting married. So I was able to pick it up. Spider-Man in the Rain by Clayton Crane. It's 7 by 10.5, fully painted. Absolutely stunning. You can't get work from Clayton like this right now. He does, I don't know if anybody goes up to him at conventions or tries, he does 5 minutes for $500 with like paint pens. He doesn't even do painting like this anymore. So before I put this up on the site, I wanted to bring it here because you just don't get to see stuff like this very often anymore from Clayton, unless it's a published cover, unless he's doing it, for publication work. So this one's a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to bring something. I don't have to back up like Carl because I didn't bring something like 36 by 48, but I do have a very large, oversized 14.5 by 20 Frank Cho. This was finished at Lake Como. He was able to do this, and he featured it on his Instagram. Once again, I cannot sell it as a published piece, but he did ask me to scan it to him, and the email's been sent for the More Outrage book. Classic Frank with the bubble, tongue or no tongue. But I think the whether you like the comment or not, I think it's hilarious. The detail work that he's able to do in these bigger pieces is just absolutely beautiful. And you don't get to see him do Venom, quite too often. It's normally a lot of females. So thought it was something cool.
Yeah, very nice. And Clayton, is he probably one of the few artists that charges by the 5-minute increment when he's doing convention work? Because I don't recall anybody else but him doing that.
I've never seen anybody else do that. I came up to him once, and Toronto Fan Expo last year, and he was very kind. He was easy going. I said, hey, could you do like a 9 by 12, torso Spider-Man? He was like, sure, but the only way I do it is $500 for 5 minutes. And if you want me to keep going, I can. And I'm like, how long do you think? And he was like, well, probably like, 15, 20 minutes. I was like, I just don't think so. So his work is deserving at auctions. It's going for crazy 10, 12,000, but I'm not going to pay that. So I was able to get this piece and was very happy, and wanted to debut it on the show, do a little carotid de butts in memory of Anthony.
Nice.
That was good. And I saw Philip wanted to know about the Frank Joe Harley. That was Matt's 5A at 2000. All right. Over to you, Carl. Let's see what the BBB is for round 9.
All right. The BBB is a 12 by 18 piece by Warwick Johnson Cadwell. And so this is called the Fire Festival. And he is a UK-based artist. Amazing work. And if you look at what he's done, he's actually done a lot of work with Dark Horse and Mike Mignola, including some of his own works. And so Mike Mignola writes and he draws. And Warwick just does great work overall. And Daniel Warwick Johnson.
Yes, not Mike.
So the theme for this one is paintings. And so I thought that was a cool BBB. For those of you who are fans of heavy metal, this is actual painted cover by Kai Carpenter. He's very well known from his work from Last Gods in collaboration with Philip Kennedy Johnson. And this was a very kind of intentional Kirby-esque variant cover for Heavy Metal Magazine 308. It depicts Mortimer, which is another character that was on Wonder Word podcast by the CEO, the current CEO of Heavy Metal. And so ultimately there's adventures of Mortimer that's going to come out in a series of comics through Heavy Metal. And so ultimately Kai was asked to visualize this through the podcast, and he created this cover. So awesome. The second one is another painting. I like big art, I cannot lie. Also by Kai Carpenter. This is actually from his work in collaboration with Philip Kennedy Johnson, Eisner-nominated writer who actually is currently working with Nick Klein on Incredible Hulk, that run where they brought back horror. And asking 4K for this was very reasonable because it was not only used on issue 11, but it was also the back cover for the trade paperback. And so super excited for someone to hang this. I used to have one hung behind me. I think issue 6.
I love it. I'm like sad that Bill missed the wrestling boom, so he doesn't get these memes.
I know.
No. I mean, I actually saw, wrestling was big back, when it was like the Iron Sheik and Jimmy Superfly Snuka. But it was like when there was only like 3 rows in the audience on one side of the ring, wherever the hell they were filming that. So that's what I saw when I was a kid in the late 70s and early 80s. But let's see. James Henderson won. The one that cover was published. It was 2021. I just Googled it.
21. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, Carl got an offer for the 4A. Yeah, Godzilla piece.
Yeah, I could either bring it to you or ship it. Either way, that works. Let's do. Welcome back, Kavi. I know Kavi, took a spill some months back. I'm super happy to see him here and his name. He's always been a brother and a good friend, especially when I go visit New York. So, Kavi for sure. We'll take it.
Fantastic. Yeah, we're all following your progress rehabbing on Facebook and other socials, Cavi. So nice to, we missed you at OAX, but we're glad you're
doing better, man.
All right. So there. Okay, let me make a note of that. That's a 4A at 700 Cavi. Sorry. All right. Doing all right there. The camel clutch was the Sheik's move. Yeah, I do remember that, Lord of Fleck. All right. Now, round 10. Over to you, Matt. And let's see here. Another color piece to get us started.
Yeah, I mean, this is my wheelhouse. I just love painted color pieces. This is a 13 by 20 cover quality commission from Lucio Perillo. I've gotten to be close friends with him, through Simone. He's an amazing artist. One of my favorite covers he ever did was the Amazing Spider-Man 799, where it was Green Goblin holding the Spider-Man mask. So I asked him to reverse it. The original idea was supposed to be a, somewhere 11 by 14. Then he reached out to me. He said, do you mind if we go a little bit bigger? And he did submit this to Marvel as a cover because he had a blast doing it. I cannot guarantee you it could be published. That was on the email where it got submitted, but it's an absolutely beautiful piece. Lucio paints in all oils. It's on like a little bit of a thicker Bristol board. He's just awesome. He's a super cool guy if you ever have a chance to meet him, but he's a phenomenal painter. And I think this piece is a really cool battle damage Spider-Man holding Green Goblin's mask with the reverse of 799. So that's the first one. Big Red Sonja guy, done a ton of different things, but I've always liked his take on Spider-Man. It suits right on his body. Very cool. And the other piece I'm bringing is, I'll take this one out of the bag for you just because it's easy to do it. I didn't have to tape it, but Black Panther, King T'Challa by Gabriele. It's, you just don't see pieces like this from anybody else besides Gabe. It's absolutely stunning. It's a faded background. I love like the feral look of Black Panther with the claws. The amount of detail that he's able to put through this is absolutely wild. This was published in one of his Art of Gabriele Dell'Otto books. It was a French publication. It is 11 by 17. Absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I was able to pick up my personal Grail piece from a couple of other pieces that I've had in my collection from him.
Both of those, again, fantastic. BBB again. I should be ready.
All right. This is going to be an extra BBB bonus for this one.
So, I felt like I didn't have the right image for this one. I had one of them, maybe. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. So I don't know if you guys heard of Bear, Pirate, Viking, Queen, but it's a book by Jonathan Marks Boravecchia, and it's sold out. Issue 1 is completely sold out, and they actually came out with now second print. But to add to this, I also found this. This is a Netherlands version of an artist edition.
Oh wow.
Weapon X, and I just had an extra copy. I was like, oh, this is actually very fitting as a BBB for this round. And so you can see all Barry Windsor Smith's work all in this, and it's published only in Netherlands. So you'll see why I have those two, because Jonathan, he's such a great artist. I mean, he's so underrated. In fact, I want to just kind of give a shout out to Kath, because I remember before I went to go buy this piece, I was actually at dinner with all these guys. I think Copy, you were there too. And this was a piece that was front and center. It was New York Comic Con 2021 at the Philip Labone Gallery, and it was called Poetry Interrupted. And this was the whole viewing where they highlighted the famous 1980s Italian comic series Raxorox, and it was all about this crazy sex, drugs, anarchy, and violence. And there was a bunch of other artists there, but there was Paul Pope, Jonathan himself, Victor Kovacic, Olivia Vatine, and this was right center and middle. And so I had to grab it, and it was just something that was very provocative and pulled me right into it. So I wanted to bring that to the table. And then shortly after, I came across Jonathan, and I wanted a piece from him. So I ended up getting this Weapon X piece from him, where he went and actually took story elements from the book and painted something custom. And there was this moment where Carol Hines, Dr. Abraham Cornelius, the professor, was just talking about the origins of Logan, questioning if he was human or not. And it was really cool just to see him interpret Weapon X in his own way. But this is another big piece, very frameable artwork by Jonathan Marks Boaviccia.
Are all the lettering in the boxes, is that on the board, or are they pasted?
He pasted them in there. So if you look at it, they're all some of them are kind of like a little
loose.
flimsy.
Okay, that's beautiful.
It's super cool that he did that. So I was pretty blown away. And I have a few of his pieces hanging on my walls as well. And so hopefully someone can put this. Hey, Dodgers, hi. Thank you very much. Congrats. That's a sold one. But I guess
I never heard of that guy. That guy's sick. He's really good.
He's a badass.
I just wrote his name down. I'm going to look up some of his stuff. It's like Sienkiewicz, but different. I mean, it's really cool.
It's really powerful. He also, if you look at some of the interiors that he does, he really does. Yeah, that one's not published, James. The commission's not.
I mean, that the one with the girl with the gear head, the composition. I mean, that one was. It took me a second to realize what I was looking at, but it was beautiful. I mean, it was really, really well done.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't familiar with his work at all, but I'm going to be Googling him after the show.
Yeah, I literally wrote it down. It took a long while to write down his last name, but I got it.
Kirk says the show is overwhelming. It is. It is. That's what's making it fun. All right, so we're moving on to round 11, right? Yeah, we're on 11 now. We got 2 more to go. So Matt, a pair of color pieces again. Wow, look at that.
All right, guys, 11 by 17 on very thick board, basically plaster here. It's a very, very thick board. Venom Separation Anxiety #2, variant cover by Eddie Granoff, fully painted. Just an absolutely beautiful piece. I'm trying to give you a little bit better off the bag, but the scan really barely even does it justice. Eddie really, really, really knocked this out of the park. It's a beautiful, beautiful Venom. The symbiote coming off of the back of him here, really awesome. The brush strokes through it. I mean, Eddie's doing some of the. I loved him from Iron Man Extremis personally. That was what really made me love his work. But I think he's doing some of the best work he's ever done in his career right now. And fully published Venom cover that comes out, I believe, next month. So absolutely stunning piece. Venom Separation Anxiety #2 on board for Addie. And then if some Granoff's good, more's better. And if you don't like Venom, I got a Spider-Man for you. So Amazing Spider-Man #52 that's coming out. It's the 1 in 25 variant cover, 11 by 17 on the board. Background is just absolutely insane. The detail on the webs and how when you get them close, they look kind of like loose, close, and then the further you get back, the detail actually shows up to look like the webbing's wrapping around. The line work on his suit, everything's just absolutely crisp. If you look up, I love Tamsin. She's Addie's wife, does his repping. These covers are selling for more than that. Absolutely beautiful pieces, but I wanted to debut him on the show here. I just think Addie's doing, like I said, he's doing some of his amazing work. He really takes his time on these. These were featured on his Instagram months and months ago, and I was very thankful to be able to pick one of these up, and I hope one of them doesn't sell, so I get to keep the other one.
Just a reminder on the first one that Venom's pretty dang awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, Venom, the teeth. I mean, it's just wild.
It's funny. Matt and I have a lot of paintings. Like, we like the color stuff.
Yeah, Carl, you and I are the same because,
Yeah.
like, I'm one of the only guys, like, to me, it very rarely matters to me if the piece is published or not. I just love if it's beautiful art and I want it to be painted.
Yeah.
I know and everybody collects different, but I just love painted stuff. I just think it's beautiful.
I'm on the same boat.
Any Grand Off Iron Man pieces? I do, but not on the show tonight, Marvel fan. I have some Extremis pages.
Oh, cool. And BBB round 11.
All right, BBB. So Daniel Warren Johnson, you guys know I have a ton of Daniel Warren Johnson work. So I just felt this is going to be really hard to let go of, but this is actually a sketch that I got from him. And I figured it would be a good BBB to lead up. This was his World of Daniel Warren Johnson print that I think it's sold out now. It was actually sold and included. But with that said, this is actually the Daniel Warren Johnson round. And so for 11A, I have this Robin Future State cover. It's freaking amazing. Let me get close on the details. So it's kind of a quirky story because Tim Drake is actually dead at the hands of Magistrate, but then somehow he gets up with like the Lazarus resin coursing through his veins and he's out kind of battling again. And so it was just a really powerful cover. I remember when I saw Daniel came up with this, and I was like, man, this is badass. And I'm, a big fan of Robin as well and Nightwing. And so this was like a perfect cover to have. So yeah, it looks like he's fighting Starscream, Marcus. He's literally like, you see what he did here was like so much inspiration for what he was doing in Transformers now. And this next one is actually really special. It's round 11B, and this is actually 4 pages. So it's a complete story from the Man-Thing, full story. So there's 4 pages, and these 4 pages details a really heartfelt story where this guy is in a way temptress to a woman. If you're a DWJ fan, you know how he's very heartwarming in the way he tells his stories. But what's even more crazy about this one is the Extremity character designs that's on the back of the #1 page. If you guys are fans of Extremity, he raised almost $300,000 in a recent Kickstarter for the trade paperback. And so I thought this was a really special a full story for someone to own. Is a smaller full story. I'm a fan of owning a lot of these full stories, but we'll love to pass this on so folks can also enjoy some of DWJ's art.
I love it when they put the stuff like that on the back of published pages. I think it's amazing.
It's so freaking cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah. When DWJ also does a lot of writing on the back of his pages, like not on these ones, but I've seen like I have one that says like I love my wife, and it's this exclamation mark, which is awesome.
Just in case she ever checks, flips over a page, he's just in her good graces immediately.
Yeah.
Well, when maybe she does the scanning, and when she lays it down, she gets to see that. It's a little lovely.
There you go.
No, sweet man. Again, we're seeing stuff tonight that we don't usually get to see on the channel, right? We had a Mobius, we got Daniel Warren Johnson, we've got Adi. We a lot of the stuff in color. We've had a few black pieces,
Lots of color,
lots of good stuff tonight. But we're at the last round now, so we're at round 12, and I see a couple color pieces coming up from Matt. And of course, so let's take a look at what you brought here as well.
So first, I've got Alex Ross, Fantastic Four #3. It's 12 by 18, fully painted in all gouache, published cover. It is, for me, I don't think anybody draws fire better than Alex Ross. It's just absolutely unbelievable. And the composition of this piece is what really gets me, from the detail in the house in the bottom left corner to the twister all the way up in, the middle of Johnny Flame On, in the middle of the tornado or the twister, whatever you want to call it. I just think this piece is peak Alex Ross, Fantastic Four,
Nice.
Marvel Universe, them becoming the main team. I just think this piece is a great signification, even if you don't like Fantastic Four, of Alex flexing his abilities here. I think this piece is just very, very stunning. It's an amazing piece of art. I still don't know how he does it. I think he's one of the last true American master painters that's doing comic books right now. And it's just absolutely beautiful. And you're not going to find a painted Fantastic Four cover for less than $10K from Ross. It's just an absolutely wild one.
That's a really good price, and Alex Ross is the master for sure. That's a beast of a cover.
And then I have one more Ross. Alex Ross, Doctor Strange, number 10. This is hands down the most detailed Alex Ross painting that I own. The ooze coming out of his eyes, him being possessed. I think there's a strong chance here we see this in the next movie. At the end with the third eye, and kind of like Carl said at the end when he's walking down the street. It's Doctor Strange number 10. It's painted in all gouache, as Alex does, 12 by 18, 12,000. Absolutely wild. I wanted to bring two big heavy hitters at the end here for my last round, and I wanted to bring two Rosses because I just think you don't get to see him at a super, super reasonable price very often. And for Ross, this is pretty reasonable because at Como they were going for a lot more. So I brought these out of my collection for the show for tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, that's yes. I mean,
Yeah, Larry, I got 6, so I don't have as many as I used to.
Yeah.
What's up, Nick?
Would you do $1 and $1 every day for $1,999? Yeah, I really appreciate that. I really do, but I just don't know if I can stretch the payments that long.
By the time,
Hey, Jarvis, how did that last round of sales go?
I feel like Matt and I should be doing memes together because, like, we're both dressed up. We're all dressed up. We have our ice breaking.
I felt like you guys were.
I came home from work the one day and I was dressed up like that, and I normally have the Iron Man helmet. I couldn't find it, so I found the Iron Man glasses, and I was like, just film these for me so we can get these done. And it ended up working out. Below, there's a sign there that says "No sale, sir," and Jarvis just didn't want anything to do with it.
So funny.
So yes, round 12 now over you, Carl. So let's see what the BBB is on for that one.
The buy both bonus on this one is going to be kind of crazy. A published crossover number 1 by Kajo Bautissimo. He's also one of Jiggy's artists. And the other artist I want to introduce you guys to is Joe Palmer, who I'm a huge fan of. And this is actually a piece I get a ton of inquiries for. And it's basically, Thanos and Thor. You should have gone for the head. And so, BBB is really just a bonus for everyone to buy in on both pieces and also be able to appreciate some of these newer artists that I love. And so, with that said, the theme for this one is Nick Klein. And so, this would actually be the first time where I would break up a Nick Klein issue. And this is actually from issue number 19, page 8. This is the issue called God of Hammers, where it started with this issue where Mjolnir was missing, and no one knew where it was. And then Lady Sif couldn't even find it, so he had to turn to Odin to look for him. So the way this issue works is it was Thor kind of going after Odin, trying to figure out where he is. But then, Nick and Donny Cates had like one of the craziest runs on Thor, and this was the first issue that started that whole scene. And then the second one is the Thor cover from number 16. So this is a Jim Steranko homage, and he was pretty much ruler of Asgard at this point. And this is really like a big boiling point for that run that you guys may have been following when Donny Cates had Thor become the Herald of Galactus. And this basically was from the book Revelations. And I also got tons of inquiries on this. And in fact, this is priced really well. I've had way higher offers on this. And it's a fully painted piece by by Nick Klein. And if you guys have been kind of tracking, Nick Klein is currently on The Incredible Hulk with Philip Kennedy Johnson, and they've been killing it. He's been painting a lot of other covers and even interior pages as well. So if you get this one, you get this one, you'll also be able to get the BBBs, which include the crossover cover as well as this Joe Palmer daily piece. And the crossover cover is super fun because it's also a Donny Cates #1. So that's my last round.
Both of those pieces were really sick. I love Nick's work. He's really talented.
And I was pretty happy when it was. I have an interior page, and I'm happy to have it. I love his stuff. Let's see here. What
cool.
is James?
There you go, James.
James, yes, for you, for sure. Done. Take it.
All right. So that was the 1B.
1B.
And a successful BBB.
That is true.
Done.
What was that first BBB?
It's the Brian Chang
That's right.
Akira homage for Batman. Yep.
Batman on bike. Yeah.
It's really good.
All right.
Thanks. Congratulations on the buy both bonus. Yo.
The crowd erupts in the back.
I only got to use that.
The BBB has made it. All right, fantastic. Well, we made it through 12 rounds. We get to do the recap now, and let's see what was the what is Robert offering? 1,600 on what? The Nova art. Which one was that?
Ginormous Nova art.
Oh, that was the one that was like the 4 or 5 together with Nova in the front, where you had to back up. It was like the 22 by.
Oh, that's right. The all
5.
Right. That was your 5A.
5A.
Yeah, that was 5A. You had it at 2,000, and Robert is offering you 1,600.
Yeah, let's do it, Robert.
Nice.
All right. Congrats, Robert. That's fortunately that one folds down to 11 by 17. So
I'm really easy, as you guys can tell. I'm like, wait, Kazra for $2. Was that the same piece?
Just saying
he was what it was. Yeah. No, that was good because I totally forgot that Nova was in that piece. All right. Well,
nice.
Has given us the thumbs up. So perfect. So we're going to get into the recap, of course, but anybody who's claimed any artwork, just a reminder on the email addresses for both of these gentlemen: Ditullio Art Collective at gmail.com for Matt, and Mr. Carl Choi at gmail.com for any of Carl's pieces. So write those down. When you email them, include your mailing address when you do that, so we can kind of cut to the chase, and that just saves everybody some time. Let's see here. So Matt, you just got an offer as well on the Delato Spider-Man piece for 1,800.
And what did I have it at?
I'm assuming is that the Spider-Man Magneto piece?
Magneto, yeah.
You were at 2,500 on the 7B.
I would do 2,000, Paul. I'll counter it to you or to anybody in the chat at 2,000 because that's what I was going to bring it down to if it didn't sell.
All right, Paul, we appreciate the offer, and it's back to you at the moment at 2,000. And think about it, and everybody else will think about it too. All right, so we can get on with the recap. So we can add we can add 1,600 onto your score, Carl. Very good.
Well done.
Cool.
And what am I missing here?
Thanks.
We have to help each other out in the chat. Oh, where are we at? Yeah, we got that one. I just saw that one. We took care of that offer. All right. Okay. Recap is ready to roll. We don't even need to play the little meme to get us started in here. We can just dive right into this, Carl. So round one is gone.
Unless it's you in a suit. If it's you in a suit, we can play it.
The only one I think I've got queued up is me as Thor. So we don't need to see that one.
Bill, is my total updated yet? Because I think
no, they haven't added the 1,600 into your score yet, and Paul has agreed to $2,000 on the 7B.
Congrats, Paul. It's a great one.
Very cool. Thanks, Paul.
I mean, come on, you get a Spider-Man by Gibbs and Magneto on the same piece. That's fantastic.
Great claim.
Bill, what do we have to do to get you to put on the original mask?
You mean the cap mask?
Yeah, I see it. It's like
I
next to
know,
the
where is
fake
that?
mask. But what about the real mask?
It is right there, but no, I can't, man. It's
It's
it's too tight. Yeah, it's literally meant for like a 5 or 6 year old.
for sure a kid's mask, for sure.
Oh yeah, no. Well, Mike was dumb enough to buy it for himself, and of course, his head's like twice as big, so he couldn't even fit it on there. And he put it on me, and it still didn't fit. But anyway, so what do you got? I just want to make sure we got the scores right before we go into there.
All
So
right.
Matt should be at 2,450, and Carl, you should be at 2,875.
And remember, if you buy the Infinity Gauntlet by Giorgio, you'll get the Sean Chen Gladiator headshot as a BBB.
Yeah, I would have to shave off all the hair, and it still wouldn't fit Human Spider.
Not even close. I remember the one time it was like Berkey said, get you to 200 likes or 250 or 300. I can't remember what it was, and you didn't think there was a chance we got it, and he was like relentless for you to put it on. It was amazing. Oh, did we lose Bill?
Feels like it, huh?
I think Bill froze. He just
He's
left.
frozen.
We were talking
My
about the
internet
map too much. He just left.
Oh, there he is.
No. It's, I'm beginning to think that we're having trouble in Central Florida here with my internet. So hopefully that will, because it's been happening the last couple shows. Like periodically, I have like a timeout happen. So let's see. I'm getting a question from Gwen in the chat about which page. It was 7B sold for Matt at 2,000 and 5A for Carl at 1,600.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
yeah. All right. So now recap. I think let's just
Let's
get
do
this
it. Let's
thing
do it.
going here. So round one is gone there for Carl. So we will hop over to round two.
All right, round two is basically Sean Chan's Cassandra Nova, and it's a theme is Deadpool. So this one, I'll have to find it. I could take this down to 450, and I could do this Deadpool piece for 1,000. And then if you buy both, you get the Mateo Scalera Wolverine thrown in as a BBB. So 1,450 for the whole lot. If anyone wants to take it.
There you go. So you got this one you've lowered from 1,100 to 1,000, and
Yep.
And then the Sean Chen X-Men the end at 450. 1,450 gets you all of that plus, and I can remind everybody. There you go, the Mateo Scalera as well. That'd be a haul. That's a good package deal.
Yeah. So anyone interested, you get the BBB, or you could buy either or for the price.
All right, very nice. So those that was for 2A and 2B, and so we can go over and take a look at your 3A next. Well, we'll remind them of what the BBB is too going into it. Whoops. All right, I'm going to let the production studio handle it. There we go.
All right, the BBB is this guy here. So New Avengers by Billy Tan is a published page splash. It'll be included if you buy both of these. So one of them is the splash from, these are from issue 4. I'm actually breaking up the issue. And then this is as 1,200. I'll bring it down to 1,000. And then this one, Death of Doctor Strange, this other splash of him walking with bats, I could bring it down to 1,100. And if you buy both, I'll do 2,000 plus.
So here, then you'll get 2,000 if you buy them both, and you get the BBB 3. What was that? I saw, Jason wanted to know what was the package with the Scalera. That was the Sean Chen X-Men page and the Alex Conant Deadpool on the commode promotional poster image, along with the Scalera. And the total on that was, I think, $1,450 for the pair.
And someone put an offer in for Scalera for $450. Sure, go for it. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, if nobody wanted the BBB, so then that puts the Scalera out there. Okay, Scalera at $450 to CTHC for life. Okay. We're gonna have an interesting spreadsheet at the end of this show, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to the round 4 pieces. And here's the BBB from that.
Yep.
And of course, 4A did sell to Kavi. So I guess the BBB piece is available if anybody was interested.
Yep. And then, so yeah, this is gone. Kavi got this. So this is basically 4B is Miko Swanyan. And then I could go down to 1800 for this. $1,800 for this, and then Crane lowest price. Okay, yeah, 1,800 is what I could do for this, and then BBB 250 if anyone wants it.
All right, so the BBB at 250, and what was the you said 1,800, right, on the Iron Man?
1,800.
Got it. All right, so there you go, and of course, moving over on round 5, we know that Robert picked up 5A.
Yep.
So the Kamolo piece at 5B is the one that's out there, and we should remind everybody what the round 5 BBB was as well.
BBB is Don Chen Gladiator headshot, and then the Kamolo is including the pencils, the inks, and the inks and the color itself. The color is colored on like a very hard board, so it's really nice. I think any fans of Infinity Gauntlet would love to have this on their wall. Here it is, and it's big. All right. So that's that. Nice, Nick. You got to get that on your wall.
All right, my internet's.
Yeah, it's kind of. Oh.
Did we lose Bill?
I think we lost Bill. Are you still there, Matt?
Yeah, I can hear you. I wonder if the show's still going. I don't have it up on a separate window.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah,
They just changed the slide to the Batman Albuquerque one. I don't know if that's.
I'm seeing the Batman Albuquerque. This is the BBB. So if you buy both of these pieces from Simone, I'm asking $2,050 on this one and $2,250 on this one with the Batcave. I could do $1,850 on this one, $2,050 on this one. So they're both $200 off during the recap. And then
those are great prices on those pages, guys, for premium Batman and Robin pages with Batman, Robin, and the main villain on each one.
Yep. And as Matt shared earlier, these are the last of the Batman Robin pages out there. So let me know if you want to take them, because there's no more out there.
Just carry on, guys. Bill will return later.
I'm here. Just not the bandwidth I'd like to be at.
All right. So basically, that's a Simone. All right. The next one is a Tradmore theme, and this one is what you get for BBB. 2 pages from All New Ghost Rider. I think this one's priced at $2,150. I could go down to, let's just go $1,800 on this one. And then on this one with Tradmore, I could also do $1,800 on this one, on issue number 1. $3,500 for both.
Look at that. Deal on deal on deal.
Yep, $3,500 for both, and I throw in the BBB.
That is a very good price, Carl. $35 for the pair, or $18. Wow.
Get this moving.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that price again, everybody. That's amazing. All right, so I am here, just a little little slower than usual, but we are going on to round 8 now.
Okay, 8's a nice BBB. It's a Jay Lee BBB with buy both bonus with Cosmic Ghost Rider and Galactus. And then these are the two. One of them is Jeff Shaw, who's the co-creator of Cosmic Ghost Rider with Thanos. That's a 1950. I could go down to 1750 for this. And then for this one, DK Ron has commissioned at the size around 6,000. I could do 3,200 or best offer for both. You buy both, you get the J Lee piece as well.
Yeah, those are amazing. And yeah, if I could pour some Zevia in the router right now, I would do it. Yeah, nice pair, good prices on those ones too. So now we're going now. Hey, now it's the wrong round. There we go.
Okay, so paintings. Oh, yeah, so this is the BBB from Warwick. So this what's coming with the round. This is the heavy metal cover from Kai Carpenter. I can just straight up do like a 2,000 for this. And then this is the Last God cover for trade paperback and for number 11. Very hangable, beautiful. I could take 500 off at 3,500.
Yeah, I love Kai
Carpenter. If someone wants to buy both for 5,000, I could do that too. And you get the BBB.
Yeah, Kai's fantastic. I mean, I've seen his work at IX numerous times. I mean, I love his stuff. He's a great guy. Great talent.
He's been killing it in the Magic the Gathering world too.
Yeah, whether you know his art or not, or the character, that first page, the heavy metal one, I mean, that is just amazing art. How he gets the like illuminating effect in the front, the point of view of him flying forward, the sky. I mean, that's just a beautiful piece of art. It's really slick.
He's a beast. This is very, very frameable.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's really good.
Guys, I don't use Wi-Fi. Trust me, I'm hardwired. I can't get my guests to always be, but no. And given the problems I've been having of late, I've been rebooting my Switch every single time before I start a live stream, and it still isn't helping. But that's what you get in Central Florida. But anyway, so great pair of pieces here. We got 6 more to look at. So here's the BBB for round 10.
And then this is the first piece, which is from it's a gallery piece from New York Comic Con at the Philip Laboon Gallery show. It is right in the middle. And then I could get down to 3750 on this one. It's framed. Okay. And then the second piece is a Weapon X piece. Also currently at 4,000. I have a little bit more room on this, so I could get down to like 3,000 on this one.
You did get an offer too, Carl.
Yep, on the heavy metal cover from Jordan. You were at $2,000, and Jordan's offering $1,700.
Yeah, Jordan, if you do 1,800, I'll bring it to you in Hawaii in July.
Hand delivered. You're going to be in Hawaii in July?
Yeah.
I'm going to be there in August.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll hang out.
Casper, good comparison. I think Sienkiewicz, Kent Williams, but yeah, the Amano references right there.
Definitely.
Jordan, this is perfect for your wall. He's like the surfer.
All right. Well, we'll wait to we'll see if Jordan what he thinks about that counter offer at 18. So all right, moving on to round 11 next, and that was the Daniel Warren Johnson round.
Daniel Warren Johnson. The first cover A is the Robin cover. Tim Drake had it, and then the 4 Man-Thing stories. The full story page, but the highlight is actually the extremity. All right, done, Jordan. I'll buy my ties. This is extremities. So Daniel likes to do a lot of like prelim work on some of his pages, and it just happens that he put that on this full story. So it's 4 pages from Daniel Warren Johnson. Very reasonable at 7,500, but I'll take it down to 6,000 if anyone wants to grab them tonight. Feels like I need steeper discounts.
And what was your price on the Robin?
On the Robin, I'll take it down to I'll take it down to 3,800. Actually, 3,500. Screw it. I'll just keep it moving. If anyone wants to grab these.
All right, 3,500 on the one on the screen, and 6,000 for the 4-page complete Man Thing story.
Yep. And then Jordan, you got a deal. 1,800.
All right, so we got round 12 remains, and here were the BBB pieces.
And that's with a published cover from Crossover. So if you buy both, and you also get this Joe Palmer piece. But the two pieces, one is from Thor number 19. I'm actually breaking up a full complete story. It's a key splash from the God of Hammers, which was basically the opening issue for when Major actually becomes its own character. I could go down to 5,000 for this one. Thor 16 by Nick Klein. I'll do 12,000 on this if anyone wants to take it. It's a fully painted page from Nick Klein, Thor 16, Jim Steranko homage.
That was such a great image. I mean, it was everywhere. Once
I think it's one of my most liked pieces on my calf.
As well as should be.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh man, yeah, that's beautiful. All right, so 12,000 for the cover we're looking at right now, and what did you say on the other one? 6,500, I think, for the.
I do 5,000 on the other splash.
Oh, 5,000. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Got it. All right. You got that right, Rick Welch. Okay. Well, Matt, I guess we're going to switch over to you now.
Yeah.
I don't know if the scores are updated or accurate. I'm sure Gwen will text me and let me know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I did accept an offer in the chat right when he was starting for the Moebius along with.
Oh, you did? How did I miss that? Was that when I was having my?
I think so. Yeah. So I sold that. That was sold for 1,000. I just can't remember to who. Let me look back up here.
All right. Sorry, I missed that because
Marvel Jester.
Marvel Jester. All right, that's a new name, Marvel Jester. Be sure to stay till the end of the show, and we'll show the email addresses for both these guys. It's Ditullio Art Collective at gmail.com.
Thank you. Yes, Marvel Jester. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, I definitely did not see that. There was a bit of the chat that was not streaming in here to me. I apologize. All right, Matt. So your 1A did sell, so we're going to get you started with 1B.
Yeah, of course. Let's do it.
Let's see here. Let's get this on here. This was the Jim Chung piece.
Say Jim Chung 9x12. Just to keep it moving here, it's at 500. I will do 400. 9x12 on the back. It says fix. I just realized this, and I didn't see it until I looked at this. It says fixatives added May 2023. I don't know what that means, but maybe he added something in 2023 to get it done. But it does say that back up over here. But 400 for the Jim Chung.
That is nice. That is nice.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, I think his line work, his inking is just very, very good. I think he's underrated. I wish he did more stuff. I just think he's super talented. And once again, at Como, I got to watch him draw, and it's just like him, Sienkiewicz, and another guy, Carl sold a piece from, but Matteo Scalera. Like watching him draw, it just comes. It's like wild. He's just amazing. He's super, super good.
Agreed. Now, what was the best price on this one?
400.
400. That's what I thought. All right, very good. Wow. Yeah, here's your Scarlet Witch.
Yep. Wanda, Scarlet Witch by Simone DeMio. Torso, 9x12 with the pencils on the back. I had it at 700. I'll do 600. She's absolutely beautiful. Really, really great example of Simone's sponging technique. It's done with pencils, inks, and Copic marker and live ink with the sponge.
Now, for those of you who were pining away at having a DeMeo Marvel or published work, here you go. That's it. If it doesn't sell here, it'll sell on the website.
Oh, Brian, thank you. I didn't know that, Brian. Yes, if it doesn't sell here, I'll sell it on the site, folks. Just trying to catch my little buddy Carl. I have no chance. My texts have been all screwed up. No, it's been a great job by the studio. Here, let's go to Bagley.
Yep.
8.5 by 11 symbiote Spider-Man with the symbiote on the ground here. I have it at 800. I will go to 700 on this piece. You're not going to find it was already priced very well. You can't even get this for Mark at this price anymore or at this level. He's well deserved of the price, but for a full figure Spider-Man, $700, free shipping. I'm going to put it on that one.
All right, very nice piece. You get this one from Mark direct or just in the aftermarket?
What was that, Bill?
I was curious if you picked this one up from Mark directly or if you got it in another deal.
No, I got it. I did not get it right from Mark. Nope.
He's one of the creators I have actually never met, and
I've only met him once. Yep, okay. I've only met him once.
All right, so $700 on that one. Next up, Stephen Platt.
Stephen Platt, Gambit illustration. Really detailed piece here. 9 by 12 from Platt. Really cool. Raging Cajun, X-Men here. Just to keep it moving, I'll do 1,000 on this. That's what you're going to get from Quan or from Stephen directly at a show. If you can get him, he only does 1 or 2 of these per show. So I will do $1,000 on the Gambit Stephen Platt. Any idea of the year on the Bagley, Kirk? I tried to answer you. I know it was after COVID. I don't know when it was from that. There's not a year on it. I checked the front and the back while we were there. I just know it was post-COVID because that was what the collector told me where I got it from.
All righty, so $1,000 on the Platt Gambit.
Yep.
All right, the Marvel Jester got 3B, so we can take a look at 4A now. Freddie.
So the Fred Iron I had at 1,500. I mean, guys, this is a beautiful piece. I'm going to ship it framed. Absolutely amazing, fully painted piece from Fred. He's really come into his own, doing some amazing stuff. I can do a pretty deep discount on this. I'm going to do it for $1,000. That's shipped 33% off here. That's the best price I can do on this. I have a ton of Doom pieces, so I'm okay with moving this one, but I'll do 1,000 on the Fred Iron Dr. Doom painting.
What a deal, man. That's score.
And it's Ian, not Ian. I've been saying it
Sorry.
wrong.
Ian. My bad.
No. I mean, you're probably right. I'm the one who's probably
maybe I was doing it wrong. I don't know.
Right.
Chris Pachalo, Doctor Strange, number 18, page 6. On this one, I think it's got a really cool composition, really cool layout. I like the storytelling. I love Strange here clutching the book to get away. I am going to do at 1,500 on this. I will do 1,000. I will do 1,000 on the page, $500 off for the Chris Pachalo Doctor Strange page.
And Lady Thor.
Well, this one is
nice.
Just really cool. Chris's style is so unique, very recognizable. Almost immediately. I just think his stuff's really cool, and I wish he did more Doctor Strange. It's one of my favorites.
Agreed. All right, 1,000 on 4B. There is the Frank Cho.
Okay, Harley Quinn, Frank Cho. That's some good mallet. The detail that Frank's put into these. I don't know what's gotten into him lately. I don't know if anybody follows him. He's trying to buy it. Actually, I do know what's got into him. He's trying to buy his Vegas dream home. So he's doing a lot of high quality work right now. 2,000 on this one. I will go down to 1,500 on the Cho Harley Quinn. And once again, guys, his blank covers are selling for 2,000 now, 4,000. It lasted one just sold for. I mean, Frank's amazing, but I think for this price, this is an extremely good deal on an amazing character that Frank does.
No arguments there. All right, 1,500 on 5A.
Human Spider, me too. I like when you can see what show or, where it came from. I think it just adds something a little bit cooler to the piece. Bill Sienkiewicz, Batman: The Dark Knight, from 2008, 11 by 17. I had it at 2,500. I will come down to 2,000 on this piece. It's absolutely crazy. I think Bill really knocked this one out of the park. The Dark Knight is my favorite Batman movies, other than the original with Michael Keaton. But 2,000 on this one.
All right, 5B at 2,000. Next up, we have the that Dark Phoenix painting.
11 by 17, full painting here by Addy, Dark Phoenix, with the Phoenix in the background, literally edge to edge. There's not a piece of this piece that is not painted. Absolutely stunning. I had it at 2,500. I will go down to 2,000. I will do 2,000 on it. He charges 1,500 at shows. Very hard to get, and it's an absolutely stunning piece. I love her eyes, just enveloped by the Phoenix. I think it's super dope. Yeah, I'm shocked this one didn't sell too. This is one of my favorite pieces from the entire lot. I think this piece is just amazing.
We actually just got a claim from Stingray on the Strange page.
I appreciate that.
That was lot 4B. Going
This one, Stingray. It's got your name on it, man. Thank you very much.
And
It doesn't really have your name on it, but it's yours. You know what I mean?
The Stingray, a very obscure character that I always thought was pretty cool. All right, so then next up, another one.
I've got the Bachalo Doctor Strange 18. Big splash page here with a ton of heavy inks. Doctor Strange with the double-sided axe. 3 panels on the bottom. Doctor Strange is in every panel but one, which Lady Thor is in the other. It's a published back cover. Had it at 2,500. I will go to 2,000 on it. I will take payments on this piece if you want to do half up front, half in 30 days. I can do that for you. Let me know. But this is a beautiful double published piece from Bachalo, page and back cover.
Very nice and a good price.
Marcus, I agree. I thought the costume design for Strange was just wild. I think really cool, something unique that we hadn't seen before. And I remember the Doctor Strange issue 1 coming out on the yellow cover and just with the double axe and loved it. Ben Oliver, Joker with scars. I really love this piece. I actually think there's something pretty elegant about it. I just love the painting on the outside to highlight it. The pencil work inside of here is crazy. Ben's super talented. I had it at 2,500. I'll go to 2,000. We'll go 2,000 on the
That's a very nice price on that one. And Kirk has offered you 1,800 for the Doctor Strange back cover piece that you had at $2,000 from 2,500.
You know what, Kirk? I'll take it. Thank you. I appreciate the offer, and I'll take it.
All right, Kirk, congrats. You scored. And then Evolvix came in offering a little bit more, but it's a little late.
Yeah, sorry, Evolvix. I would have loved the extra $100, but I see Kirk in the chat a lot. I'm pleasured to do a first-time deal with him, so appreciate it. And thank you. And Evolvix, if we can work something out and I can take $100 off a piece that you want later, I'll do that for you. No problem. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Simone, sorry, Bill. Simone Psylocke here. I love Psylocke. I think she's really cool. She's elegant. She's strong. She's powerful. This piece is stunning. 13 by 19, oversized. I had it at 2,750. I can go down to 2,200, 2,250. That's the bottom line we got from Simone on this piece, because this one is his. So that's the lowest we'll go on it. And it is signed on the back, by the way.
Very nice. I like that. All right, so 2,250 on that one. That was lot 8A. Now we got 8B. Another Ben Oliver.
The second Ben Oliver, the Wolverine with the amazing teeth. Had it at 3,000 just to keep things moving. I will do $2,500 on this piece, $500 off, and I will also take payments on this piece as well. Any COA for what, Marcus?
That's a running joke on the chat.
No, oh yeah, I don't.
For Marcus.
Sure, I can make one for you, just like most other guys do.
That's right. Print your own. All right. So next up, we have the
Clayton Crane Spider-Man painting, fully framed. It's going to ship like this. It's framed with museum quality glass, UV resistant, so you can hang it in the sun. I took it to my framer to double check because, like I said, I got this from a local collector. I will go 3,000 on it. Take $750 off the crane. I know I got one quick miss. I actually had this piece sold And then the buyer's dog got sick and he had to pay some vet bills. And I'm always big dog guy first. So it's back on the market. Marcus on Simone art? Sure. I can get you one. Hand signed by Simone.
Some people like them. All right, so what we got? Frank Cho, Venom.
Okay. Frank Cho, Venom, tongue or no tongue. Insane detail here. 14.5 by 20 could possibly be in the more outrage. I will go down at it at 5,000 to 4,250. I'll take $750 off the Cho.
That's very nice. You picked that one up at Como.
I did. I worked a deal out with Frank during Cleveland and then was able to pick it up at Como. This piece is just crazy. Lucio Reverse Spider-Man $7.99 cover, fully painted in all oils by Lucio. I have it at 5,000. I'll go down to 4,000. That's bottom dollar price for cover quality commission for Lucio. He won't even do it for lower than that price. This piece is absolutely stunning, and if you're a Spider-Man collector, this one's for you. Really, really slick price. A really, really slick piece at a great price.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I love this one. Black Panther. I think somebody said I spelled it right. Yeah, the Black Panther. That's on me, not on the studio. I'll take that one from Gabriele.
A new character, a new spin-off character.
The Black Panther. I saw somebody put earlier Prances was wolves, which that was very good. I will go from 5,000 to this for this show only 4,000. I'll take $1,000 off this piece. It is a published piece in Gabriele's art book. It's just absolutely beautiful. And he was selling Batman paintings for 25,000 published covers in Como, and he was right next to us. So that's a phenomenal price for this piece.
So good.
That's beautiful.
Okay, Venom Separation Anxiety number 2 on board, 11 by 17, edge to edge by Addy. I have it at 8,000. I will go to 7,000. I will take $1,000 off. The Granoff covers are selling for much, much more than that at these days at smaller sizes. I'm gonna take this one down to 7,000, but I won't take it below. Addy's work's just too good to not have it priced at this rate for a published cover.
All right, that's fantastic. As is this one.
And then I will do the same thing on this one. I will go from 8,000 to 7,000. That's the lowest price. These will go up on the site for the $8,000 price, but fully painted edge to edge. Eddie Granoff Spider-Man cover number 52, 1 in 25 ratio variant. And obviously I take time payments, package deals. If you want to buy both, I'll give them both to you for 6,000. So you can have both of them for 12,000, and I'll give you payments.
That's the deal. Where's the dealers in the audience looking for a score? Who missed out on something at Comic Link tonight or whatever? But that's a very good price at 12,000 for the pair.
Yeah.
Now we have 2 Alex Rosses we're going to be looking
Nick,
at.
thank you very much. I try. Is that one on hardboard like Venom? Yeah, it's on literally like it's on straight up very thick board. Like it barely even flexes. Because he paints a lot of layers on it, so he needs that to be able to do. Thank you, Casper. Appreciate that. Alex Ross,
thanks, guys.
Fantastic Four number 3, Human Torch focus cover, 10,000. This was originally listed through Alex Ross Art at 15. I will bring it down to 8,500 for an Alex.
Damn, that's a crazy deal.
8,500 for an Alex Ross Fantastic Four published cover. You will not find a better deal than that, guys. You just won't.
No way.
No, you will not. All right, $8,500 on the 12A FF3 cover, and last but not least, that Doctor Strange by Alex.
And then the last one is this thing is just insane. Doctor Strange number 10 by Alex Ross. Nice. Just one of the more beautiful covers that I've seen him do for a Doctor Strange run. I absolutely love it. Other than the number one was absolutely wild. I had it at 12,000. I will go down to 10,000 on it.
Damn, that's the deal.
And obviously, time payments are available. I try to work with everybody, but those are the best prices I got for you guys at the time. So I appreciate it. Marvel fan, reach out to me via email.
Yeah, if anyone wants anything tonight, just ping me after as well. Happy to do some deals.
But I want to make sure, if you want to claim it now, guys, claim it now, because I want to make sure that anything sold on the show, Bill gets the percentage of, and I want to take care of. I want to make sure that Bill's getting everything that he needs. Does a lot for the community, puts a lot of this together for us. So if you're considering buying, please do it on the show with us now, so we can take care of the Comic Art Fans channel as well.
Yeah, anything listed, even if you buy after the show, Bill will get his
For sure.
fee, so 100%.
I appreciate that, guys. I really do. And scores are accurate right now with that last sale that Matt got for the $1,800.
Alberto, $12K for 2 published Granoff covers. Come on.
Alberto, I think you gotta do it.
He's pondering.
The Strange
Rob's
Ross
offering you $8,500 on that Doctor Strange. I know somebody was asking about email addresses. I know Casper in the chat as well, but here they are again. And do me a favor, everybody. Remember this. When the show's over, email both these guys. Don't wait till tomorrow morning. There's still time before you go to bed to email them. I mean, nobody likes to wonder if they're going to get an email. Please, take care of it right away, and they'll take care of you, I promise.
Rob, can I ask, do you need payments, or would you pay it all up front? That would be, I would need to know that. And Michael Elpers, $1,250 on the Harley Quinn. What did I have it at, Bill? 1,500?
You went to 1,500 on that one.
Michael, I'll take that. Sure. James, I can't do 500. I will do. I'll stick at 750 for the Bagley, because that's a good price. I appreciate the offer, though. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm highlighting Michael's Elper's offer on there at $1,250. That was accepted. And what did you go down to on the Bagley? I'm sorry.
I kept it at the same price at the. I think I had it. Didn't I have it at 700?
Yeah, that's correct. You were at 7.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it at 700, but I really appreciate the offer, James. But that's just a really great price. I'm going to be honest with you, that's what I paid for it, so I want to keep it.
And Rob says all up front and just needs 48 hours.
It needs 48 hours. Jesus, Rob, give me one second.
That'd be a super deal. That's great.
Oh God,
47 hours.
Yeah, the time clock goes back.
Oh, well, you think about that now. Sorry, Carl. I know you got a Kickstarter coming up, and we're going to have you and some of the team on. Well, Matt's thinking about that. Why don't you let everybody know about the Kickstarter, when it starts, and give us a little details on it before we're all done.
Yeah. Thanks, Bill. If you guys don't mind, we'd love to plug our upcoming Kickstarter called Zero Ghosts. And then let me try to get this link in here. But it's basically featuring Justin Jordan and Brian Ching, and we're launching it at the top of next month. And then actually, this just came in today. Actually, the comment didn't let me post, but this ash can.
I can do it.
Yeah, this ash can came in today. And it's going to be 1,000 copies that we're going to start sharing with folks at Heroes Con. And so everyone who orders something from me tonight will get a copy. But if you guys don't mind and would love and really appreciate the support, is just to follow, click on that, notify me at launch, and that'll be super helpful to our algorithm leading up to launch.
Throw that link in the private chat. Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Yep. So it's in the private chat. Check it out. If you guys don't mind just giving it a follow, it would be super helpful to the algorithm when we launch. And I think, Bill, we're trying to work out a time for Justin Jordan, Brian Ching, and Will Quintana to join the show as well, right? So I'm super excited about that.
All right. Because the crowd loves Rob here, and everybody's telling me to do it. I will do the deal with Rob on 47 hours. Thank you so much, Rob. I appreciate that. And Alberto, I appreciate the offer. How about this? I'll do 12,000 over 60 days. So I'll keep you at the price. You asked me for 11,000 at 30 days. I'll give you 60 days if you'd stick at the 12.
Nice.
All right, so let us know about that, Alberto. And Rob, congratulations. Everything.
Yeah, Rob, that's it. So here's the thing I was going to say. I was going to sell because I brought a Ross the last time I was on, and Nick bought it, which I was very thankful for. And I brought 2 this time, and whichever one I sold, I was going to keep the other one. So I'm going to keep the Human Torch, and I'm going to sell the Doctor Strange. So Rob, thank you so much for the offer, man. And I really appreciate that because I think it's the first time you bought from me, and it's a big purchase. But trust that I'm going to take the best care I can, and I really appreciate you trusting me. Thanks.
And
shipped.
If it's shipped,
yeah, well, I'm going to ship it to you for free. Yes.
That is the Ditullio way. If I'm not
on this show, and the first time you buy from me, you get free shipping. After that, I charge you shipping.
There you go. So Alberto, it's a done deal if you're good.
Yeah, no, he claimed it. 12K, 60 days deal.
All right, easy cheesy. There we go. That's fantastic,
Nice.
Alberto. Well, Matt's piling it on here at the end, Carl. But
I know, I killed it. Blew me away. We're a little close too.
These are
Congrats,
ours, Alberto. Thank you, Carl. Carl, it doesn't matter.
That was awesome.
yeah,
It's I want to go back to the first show I ever did when Jordan absolutely smothered me. It wasn't even close.
it was a rough
But
night.
it was the first time I was on here, and I was very happy. And some of the stuff that you brought tonight, it's in my wheelhouse. So maybe I've got a little extra money over the show. I could buy something from you. Maybe
Do some
that
trades.
maybe one of the Demino pages for my collection. Who knows?
Yeah, seriously. Let's do it. I had a lot of fun though. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, no, and once again, thank you for having us. And Carl, you did an amazing job for your first time. The memes were on point. Looked like you'd done it a million times, and it was a great show. I really enjoyed it, and I love coming on the show. I love even just seeing the other art. I just love seeing beautiful comic book art that comes out of people's personal collections, or things that like that Nick Klein splash page Thor. I mean, just the cover's beautiful, but the splash page with the tongue, I mean, just wild stuff. Really great.
Agreed. And you both brought fantastic work tonight. That's the thing. And everybody knows, Carl's on CAF. You can look him up over there if you have any questions about any of the pieces afterwards. You have his email as well. You can see it right there. So if there's something you were on the fence with, shoot him an email after the show. And
Mr. Red Jack just claimed the doom. Congratulations, Mr. Red Jack.
That's a good one.
Man.
Yeah, that was the $1,000. That's
You're not. I mean, come on. For $1,000 framed at this quality from Fred. I mean, some of his card art. I know Tatiana's got one for sale right now of Gambit for like $6,000, and that's a deal. So if you're looking for more Fred art, check out Tatiana. She's got some. But yeah, thank you, Mr. Red Jack. This is a really great piece. Super happy to be able to get it over to you.
Yeah, I don't think your score is not totally accurate. I think you're up over 27 now. And I don't have the counts on the numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 sales and somewhere around 27 or 28. So thank you, Mr. Red Jack, for picking that one up. That's fantastic. And it can go right on the wall. So again, email both these gentlemen this evening. Don't wait till tomorrow. We appreciate that. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. As many people pointed out, we went over 6,000 subscribers. A little bit before the show started tonight, but anybody who enjoys watching stuff on the Comic Art Live channel, you're not subscribing, I'd encourage you to do it. We always have fun things on, every week, and you get to hang out with collectors like Carl and Matt, all of us have, deep appreciation for the hobby, and that's really, why we do these shows, because it is, as Nick likes to point out, sharing is caring. We enjoy hanging out and sharing our love for the hobby, and tonight we got some fantastic art, and some of it changed hands. So thank you both for doing this. And again, everybody for tuning in, and have a wonderful night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the CAF update.